Mike. Thought our kids played really well the first 20 minutes, and then the first 2 minutes of the second half, lack of communication, just broke down defensively. Too good of an offensive team to do that against.
When you see the way they shut down Camden, what do you tell a kid like that who's used to shooting, used to getting the ball, and used to leading you guys in scoring?
We didn't really focus in on offense because we were hanging in there. It's a 4-point game. We had a breakdown in communication for about 90 seconds, as I said before, in the second half. Cost us 9 points right off the bat. The next thing you know, you're in trouble. Offense is going to work itself out in the flow of the game, in transition, OB, side out, special play for them. But you got to defend, you got to stop people. And you can't have any mental lapses, especially when we're as young as we are and then depleted at one particular position. It's hard. You can't have mental mistakes.
Korey, can you talk a little bit about what was going on out there? There's a lot of pushing and shoving early on. It's pretty physical.
Yeah, I mean, they're a physical team, very good offensive team, offensive rebounding team, shall I say. And Ben obviously is the leading rebounder in the league, so coach definitely focused on us to keep them off the boards and stuff.
Chuck, do you think the pressure finally caught up a little bit? They were running that track for almost, and you were doing well in it. Was that part of that first 90 seconds, 2 minutes as well?
Yeah, well, again, when you have those lapses defensively, and now you've got to rely on your offense to come back, it's hard. So now we did a decent job in the first half attacking their offense, but we did a better job defensively. So now you don't have to worry as much about their traps. Just, hey, let's get the ball past half court. They're a veteran team. They're bigger and stronger. I got a young point guard. Settle down. We'll get into offense. But now if you're giving up easy baskets like we did the first 2 minutes of the second half, then that pressure mounts on you when they come after you. And that's what happened.
Korey, coming off the injury last game, how'd you feel just coming out tonight and the way you performed?
I felt pretty good. I mean, I obviously, yesterday, I was still practicing stuff to see how I felt, and I felt really good at practice. And today I just came out and played as hard as I could. I felt fine.
Can you talk a little bit, Korey, about when something like that happens? I mean, literally, as the coach said, it was bang bang. I mean, 90 seconds in, and they go on a 9-0 run, and all of a sudden there's separation. I mean, can you talk about on the court, what you're thinking, how you're trying to stop that run?
I mean, obviously that's tough. I mean, as soon as we come out, the first couple minutes of the game, and they go on a big run, that definitely depletes you, because the first 5 minutes of the second half is the most important in the game, and the second half to come out and they just hit us, and then after that we just couldn't respond. The deficit was too much.
Chuck, Joe was saying, these guys, Marist is going to win. They're going to win some games. Is it hard to instill that winning attitude in particularly the younger kids, or do you think that they can find it within themselves to motivate themselves?
Well, at some point you got to win a game to kind of experience it and feel it. But you're at a point now where you can't focus in on the wins and losses. You got to focus in on doing it the right way. You got to focus in on all the things that lead to the victory and all the things that lead to the loss. Because you can't ever get to the win if you don't focus in the first 90 seconds of the second half. You can't have a mental lapse against the team that was picked for second and third in the league, who has 2 Big East transfers, who has 3 all-conference players, who went to postseason last year. You can't have mental lapses. So now you're at a point now where myself and the staff, we're just teaching and coaching, learning from our experiences, because you can't go into the game saying, hey, we got to win this one, because the pressure mounts so much on these kids, they can't handle it. We got to figure out what are the things that you have to do to win the game. Do all those things. Limit turnovers, a lot of communication, rebound the ball, execute well on offense, take a charge if there's a charge to be taken. And then if you do all the things that you're supposed to do, you'll get a W. And that's what we've been really focusing in on the past month or so with our kids.
Can you, and please don't take us the wrong way, can you talk a little bit about what it's been like for you? I mean, your wife, poor wife, she looks devastated there on the sideline. I mean,
that has nothing to do with the wins. She's married to me. So,
I mean, at some point, it's got to be frustrating, but you come in here upbeat after every game.
I got no choice, I mean, look, you've got so many things going on in the world, and I don't want to sound corny. You got 2 wars in the Middle East. You got Haiti took place the other day. I'm a college basketball coach in a Division I program in my home state. I recruited a young group. I got some great guys with me. Life is not bad. It's frustrating at times. It's, it's, you're ready to pull your hair out at times. But it's not the end of the world. We understand where we're at as a program. We understand the challenges every day in practice, trying to keep morale up, trying to keep the staff motivated, trying to keep the young guys believing, and the returning guys. And that's been a challenge because, quite honestly, I've never been 1 of 17, so this is different for me. But it's an experience, and it's a part of my journey. And just like the Final Four was a part of my journey, this too is a part of my journey. And this will be part of, my career. Hopefully this will be the last year that I go through it, but it's certainly a part of, what makes me as a coach, and I'll learn from it, and hopefully our team will learn from it, and we'll get better.
Anything else?
All right, thanks guys,
Thank you.
appreciate it.